Hi everybody, this is a quick tutorial on how to do some more complex rules inside of Shedmate or inside of the quilting system. Just so you understand what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to get the wall screws and roof screw lines for the shed and quantifying or estimating how many screws I need on that specific shed on my instant quilting. So just to illustrate what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to do the screw lines here and quantify those screws for my shed. So going back to my instant quilting, I have previously done here a wall screw and roof screw pricing. So I've have those on my pricing table, and I'll just quickly jump here to my variable list. And if I go in here, you can see that there's some screw and roof quantities in here, roof screws and wall screw quantities. So if I added those formulas here, you can see that basically I've got the purling information here on my shed, and I count the purling spacing for my right side and my left side of my shed. So if you find yourself trying to find all these information, you can go in just in here and say purling info, purling spacing. And then here, Shedmate is going to show you what is going on for the spacings and the counts of the purlings. So basically here I have the left side, or the right side and the left side quantities of purlings. This is going to show me how many of those screws I need. So I basically did a formula and said, hey, for each screw line here, I want to do 8 screws. And then, of course, this is going to depend on how much my shed, what's my shed length. And then I divided that by 1,000 just to go back to that, a meter count quantity. And then I multiplied that 1.2 just to have some, extra, screws there, just so I have, some extra. So that's gonna be lost on my site, on my job site and stuff like that. So I have a little bit more to work with there. So if I hit OK, I also added here on the description what I'm going to pick. Basically, I'm picking the framing screws, or let me say here, just tack screws in this case, tack screws for my roof, inside walls and end walls, right? And then I have similar formulas here to work with my girth spacing as well, and similar formula to work with my wall screws here. So same thing, girth spacing right there, okay? And then I have some information about the formula there, right? So how do I change that and turn this into a actual rule or actual pricing for my shed? So I'm gonna select here my wall screws, and I'll actually link that to the calculations, and I'll stay editing the price. I don't need to leave this UI here or this user interface. Then I can click in here, and now I just need to tell Shedmate that I'm doing like the fixings for my frames or my cladding in this case, right? And I can add here the quantities for my walls. So instead of counting, each cladding in there, this is not what I want. I actually want to specify a number that comes from my formulas. So I'm doing the wall screws here, so I'll use the side walls first. And I'm going to duplicate that and use my end walls then. Beautiful. So I have $122, $120, and I'll actually multiply this by 1.1 again, just so I'm completely sure that I'm covered if some screws go missing in job site and stuff like that. So I've got my wall quantities there, and I can do the same thing for my roof here. So I just need to link that, link. I'll stay editing this, and then I'll do the same thing here. I'll go cladding, add the rule, and do specify, and now I just need to select the roof, hit click, OK, multiply that by 1.1, and that's it. I have quickly created here my wall screws and my roof screws rules with some complex formulas, and Shedmate's gonna go ahead and do the calculations for me, and I have the final price for those screws. Thank you.